Okay, you guys, look who came back to visit on the deck, eating out of the bird feeder. Yesterday we had a dove, big fat dove, and he's been back multiple times yesterday, and he came back today, this morning. Now Mr. Squirrel has decided, since it stopped raining, and we went out there and we unplugged all the little holes in the bird feeder. He decided he's going to climb up onto the deck again, and he's out there just munching away. Look at him. Here he is. It's May the 15th, by the way. Welcome to The Anxious Woman. That's me. Well, that's not me. That's a squirrel. But I'm here behind the camera. Today is my dad's birthday. If my dad was alive, he would be turning 100 years old today. So if you would say happy birthday to my dad, his name is Victor. We're going to soon get ready and go to the grocery store. I have a short list. Thank goodness it's a short list. But look at this. Look at him. Look at him. I'm just gonna clean. Oh, he's gonna try and take the lid off. Look at him trying to take the lid off. Oh, him and I are gonna fight. Him and I are gonna fight. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We stopped putting peanuts out because we don't have any peanuts. So once the peanuts stopped, he figured he would just come up on the deck. Oh, he's just happy. He's just happy. And who is loving every minute of it? Right there. Yeah. He just loves the fact that Mr. Squirrel is out there on our deck. Oh, and you want to see the face of it? Well, I'm not going to show my face, but last night my husband made a discovery that we have a water dispenser in our refrigerator. Now, wouldn't you think, after living here since February, and we have an ice maker, so wouldn't you think that we would be smart enough to figure out that there's a water dispenser? So last night he comes up into the bedroom and he says, you know what I found? Oh, a water dispenser right there. Inside, look, can that be any more obvious? A water dispenser. Yeah, from the filter, because where the filter is up there. But did anybody pay attention to that little gray button with that little hose? No, we didn't. No, until last night. And then my husband, who's really strong, he doesn't know his own strength. He doesn't. He cracked one of my ribs, not on purpose. It was just during a hug or during a pickup and carry me over the threshold. But anyway, he breaks things like spigots and toilet handles and just things just by using them, because he's just that strong. That was all the years of his kung fu stuff and all that, Tai Chi and all. So he decides, he's pulling on the little gray hose. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're gonna pull the hose right out from who knows where it's going to, because you don't know your own strength. But yeah, so we have a water dispenser. So I filled our water glasses from there. See how smart we are? Okay, I just had to chase the squirrel off the deck because he was eating like crazy. Let's do a little snippet of the Go Be Kind book, and let's get that out of the way so that we can talk about other things in a little bit. Okay, so stay with me, because this is a lot of fun. And even if you don't do the adventures, which is fine, you might learn something about yourself, or it might just give you something to think about on your own. So don't leave me during these parts, okay? Because there's information here. Okay, here's the ground rules. Go Be Kind offers 28 and a half adventures in kindness. You can do one a day, but you don't have to. You can do one every 2 days. You can do 2 a day. You can do them however you want. You can do them alone. You can do them with friends or with your ferret, if you have a ferret. If you're a parent, you can do them with your child. If you're a kid, you can do them with your mom, your dad, your grandparents, or everyone. You can be 10 years old, or you can be 110 years old. Turn the page. Stay with me now. If you don't, it doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe in or who you are. Kindness plus you equals happiness. You can take your time, or you can speed through because you need to connect and you don't have time to wait. Or you can skip some, though I highly suggest you don't. Go be kind isn't called go be perfect, because that's impossible. No one does kindness perfectly. I certainly don't. Just ask anyone who knows me. This isn't about being kind every moment of every day. You can still have bad days. I mean, sometimes you might even be mean. Highly unsuggested. The adventures in this book will show you that kindness isn't about never having a bad day. It's about having a good life. Some of the adventures will be easy, some will be hard, some will be scary, but they'll all be fun. Some will ask you to use your phone, some will have you turn it off, some will require a postage stamp, some will require you to dance. Stay with me. Some will suggest you have scissors, tape, or glue. Almost all will require a pen. And then there's the one where you talk to a tree. No, really, you must talk to a tree. Some adventures will tempt you to adopt a dog. Some will tempt you to change the world. Spoiler alert, you will change the world. And yes, there might be times when you're tempted to quit because you're human. But it's like anything else in life. The more you give, the more you get. And I promise, by giving kindness, by doing every adventure, by trusting this crazy English chap who has circumvented the globe on kindness, you'll find that you get so much more than you ever expected to receive. You will get happiness, peace of mind, excitement, super funny stuff, faith, friendship, dreams, compassion, strength, and connection. That's on there. Right there. Right there. Okay, stay with me. We're almost done this part. Stay with me. Don't go. Don't click off. Because the opposite of kindness isn't cruelty. It's being alone. And when we're kind to others, we make them feel less alone. We show them that I see you. We show them that they matter. Because kindness isn't about being walked on or pushed over. Kindness is about finding the strength to see how amazing other people are and how amazing we are. Kindness gives us the strength to be brave. It gives us the faith to believe in ourselves. Did you ever watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? We didn't have him in England when I was growing up, but when I came to the US, I realized that us British kids have been missing out on Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers taught an entire generation that in order to be happy, all they had to do was be kind. Months before Fred Rogers passed away, he wrote a letter to his fans. He told them, "I would like to tell you what I often told you when you were much younger. I like you just the way you are. It's such a good feeling to know that we're lifelong friends. So are you ready to be friends? To tell you the truth, we became friends the minute you picked up this journal. So let's do this. Hop into my motorcycle, sidecar. We're about to be adventure buddies. I've been here before, so I kind of know the road. Let's go be happy. All we have to do is go be kind." That's like a little of the intro. And then there's adventure 1, right? There is adventure 1. And I want to see, how long is adventure 1? Adventure one isn't long. Should we start with adventure 1? I'm holding my phone. I don't have my tripod. Adventure 1, what does kindness mean to you? Here we go. Look up from this book right now. What do you see? Do you see a blue sky? Do you see a couple holding hands? Do you see your TV? Do you see an opportunity to be kind? Because I do. No matter where you are, no matter what the world looks like, there's always an opportunity to be kind. But what does that mean? I don't know, Leon, you're the expert. Kindness means something to everyone. To me, it means making someone feel less alone. It means stopping to see someone, like really see them, see everything that makes them who they are. The hidden and magical space inside us. So what does kindness mean to you? I gave you space to tell you, me and your other new best friend, this journal. So he gave a little space there. And I wrote, doing for others, sometimes without them knowing, smiling, holding a door, listening, really listening, hugging, gift giving, cleaning up for someone, sending a card. So if you get a piece of paper and write down what kindness means to you, that's part of the adventure. And then don't feel like writing anything, that's okay, no problem. I give you space to draw something instead. So I drew a a beach and a ship and another ship. So you can get a piece of paper and you can draw. Don't feel like drawing anything? That's cool too. You want to sing a song, do a dance, write a poem? So I wrote a poem. Night sky flashback, finding my way back to happiness and smiles, looking for miles. The black and the blue all give me a clue that my love is true. Because kindness is really just an expression of who we are at the very center of our hearts. The place few people ever get to see, and even fewer people get to know. But it's when you stop and really see someone that they get to see you too. Now take your definition, your drawing, your song, your poem, or just a simple line. Kindness means what to me? You can write out kindness means whatever to you. I put inner peace and deep sleep, love and hugs. That's what I put. And share it with someone. Like, share it. How embarrassing. Yes, in order to go be kind, we have to share where kindness lives in us. You can tell a friend. That's the me. You can tell me. You can tell your mom. You can tell Facebook. I dare you. I double dare you. Want to hear a secret? You've just done the first adventure, but there are so many more. We're just getting started. Live your kindness out loud just for today and then watch it explode. So you can draw a picture, write a poem, make a list. You did it. Time to check off your box and say hurrah. The path to happiness was laid with bricks of kindness. I just laid the first brick. Yippee. And so let me see if I can do this. There's the box. There's the road. I drew people. I'm going to dog ear adventure number 2. So you can get a piece of paper and you can write a poem. You can write a list of what kindness means to you. You can draw a picture of something that kindness is to you. Whatever. I'm going to go to the store now and I'm going to be kind to the cashier. I'm going to smile. I'm going to ask them how their day is. I just did some baking. I did. These are blueberry with walnuts in. So there's 6 of those. I'm letting them cool and then I'll freeze them. And I figured since the oven was on, I would just do everything at once. I did 6 of these. That's chocolate chip bread. It's like a little mini loaf. I cut it in half. And then I have 6 wild berry. So 6 wild berry. These are also blueberries, so there's 12 blueberry. And then the wild berry. And then this is strawberry cake that I did before. This is strawberry cake. These are brownies. Yeah, so I have 6, 12, 18 muffins and the little mini cake. I'm out of breath. I just carried all the plants from the basement out on the deck. Everything's back. It looks like, fingers crossed, we're going to actually get a couple of days where we're not going to have rain. I put a bunch of clips together. I don't even know what all I put together, but I'm going to take this off. It's nice out now. The wind stopped and the rain stopped and it's like a little bit humid. So I am the anxious woman with my coffee. Look at the humidity. You can see. Made this a while ago. We're delayed in our coffee because the HVAC guy was here. We've had 3 projects. Aside from the painting, which still has not gotten done, the stairs need to be painted from 1st floor to 2nd floor. We have the paint. That ugly green wall has to be painted. We have the paint. And then the front door, which has to be green, matchy-matchy with every other house. And then this back door, there's a certain area of it needs repainting where they changed out the lock mechanism. And then the basement door, if we have enough paint, I'd like to put a fresh coat on that too. And then at some point we'll look for a storm door with a screen in so that George can open the inside door and have natural light in. Anyway, the 3 big things. the roof, which the estimate on the roof is $4,200. So we already put in the paperwork to the HOA people. They need all this stuff from the roofer company, and so we're waiting on the certificate of insurance or something, and then we have to figure out how we're going to pay for it. But so we know what that's going to cost us. And then yesterday was car inspection day. We knew the muffler was broken, and we knew there was inspection and emission, and his Audi is a 2006. So that was $435. Ouch. He's got 180,000 miles on it. We were looking at the Kelly Blue Book value today, and it can be sold privately for between $3,800 and $5,300, something like that. I would say it's in good condition for it being an '06. It's got a brand new battery. It's got new tires. The muffler's now fixed. One of the coils was replaced. What else? Next year we'll need brakes. He was already told that. So today was HVAC day, and it's a family-owned company. It's the same company that cleaned the heater before we moved in. We wanted the heater done and the AC checked and the roof checked, but it was February, so nobody could check the roof. They couldn't even send a drone up because the roof was covered with snow, right? And they couldn't check, no one could check the AC because it was frigid, freezing, freaking cold. So the same company that did the heater came in and did the air conditioning unit. So it's been cleaned and inspected, and it needed the stuff, whatever the stuff is they put in there. And because it's such an old unit, it's 30 years old. It's the original, along with the heater, which is the original, 30 years old. And the roof is the original, 30 years old. Our appliances are 2 years old. The range, the refrigerator, the washer, and the dryer are 2 years old. And they all have 10-year warranties. But anyway, so we knew, the roof, the AC, and the heater are the big things. So we got a ballpark for the heater and the AC, getting it done at the same time with this company, with installation, not counting some rebates. He said there most likely there's going to be rebates, 1 or 2 rebates of about 10,200, 10,200 for both things plus installation, and it would take a day to a day and a half. He said the good thing about our situation is our heater is right here, and then right here's the door, and right here's the AC unit. So there's no finagling all over the basement. Everything, it's just a clean, pathway. So that got done. He said there's a small leak, and the sealant that they put in, the stuff they put in has a sealant in it, and he said that should get us through this summer. And you all know how much I hate air conditioning. I'm skinny. I'm tiny. Like my arms aren't even arms. They're like twigs. They're not even sticks. They're twigs. They're like that. Look. I hate air conditioning with a passion. Give me a good old-fashioned pedestal fan, and I'm a happy girl. Anyway, the man, at 6 foot tall and 174 and bulky and big and muscular, and he needs his air conditioning. So while the guy was testing it, he had the AC on at 68. So I just had to be myself, and so I put 2 hats on, I put 2 coats on, I put a pair of gloves on, I put his slippers on. I said, okay, I can handle the AC. Anyway, that was $300, and it was $250 for the stuff they put in, and then $120 for the call. So $370 plus whatever, just about $400 today, and 430 something yesterday. So there was $900 that just like, yeah. Someone asked if I could show a picture of Sky. Now I've shown pictures of Sky, but obviously whoever asked, you're new. Thank you for asking. I have pictures of Sky. I would love to show them. I have his iPad. I can also show you a picture of Moonshadow. Here's our Moonshadow that I got her from the Animal Rescue League and had her for 10 years. Then she got cancer and she needed to be put down, put whatever to sleep. Let me find, hang on, let me find, I have to go to Google Photos. Here's Sky. Here's Sky. There he is. Sky Moon. How handsome is he? The bluest eyes ever. I miss him. There's the earring. See? Right there? See that? I had that earring in my ear for a year. I took it out when he died and I popped it right in my ear. Let me find another one. Here's one of us. He had the best smile. Let's see. Here we are. My face was heavier. I lost weight since. Doesn't he look a little bit like my husband? Same dark sunglasses, same beard, same hairline, same everything. I have a wedding picture. Let's see. And here's one. Here's one. This was taken in Chattanooga. We went down to Chattanooga to see his brother. And show you a wedding picture. We got married in a Zen center. This was our sensei. And that was right after the ceremony. The kiss. I miss him. Yeah. We were doing our namaste. Namaste. Let's see. This is when he took Jakai in Chattanooga. He took Jakai. He's right there. Right there. Right there. And our sensei is back there in the back row with the beard. That's sensei. That's the sensei I call if I need someone to talk to. So I'm just going to turn that off. So May 15th, my dad's birthday. He would have turned 100 today. The sun is out. The sun is out. Thank you. I slept all night last night, you guys. All night. Like I fell asleep around 10. We watched Lucky, the movie Lucky that I always talk about. Please watch Lucky. Watch it. Watch it a couple times to get what Lucky is saying, what the people are saying. Like, watch it a few times. Don't watch it once. You're not going to get all of it. Especially if you're a Buddhist or you're you study Taoism, you do meditation, you believe in the cyclic, no beginning, no end. Watch it. Harry Dean Stanton was 90 when he filmed that film. Anyway, so we watched Lucky. And then I fell asleep. I got a warm shower. I felt so good. I got a warm shower. And I slept all night. I didn't get up once to go to the bathroom. All night I slept. And I had this dream that all of my flowers died. All of them. Like everything just literally fell out of the pots. So today, we went to the grocery store. And here's the thing. We brought back 5 bags of groceries. And you guys are going through this too. Got 5 bags of groceries, spent $52.98. Now, they have blueberries. If you get 3 containers of blueberries, you get them for $2.47. So I got 3 containers of blueberries. So I saved $3.52 off each container. Then they had strawberries for $1.88 if you had the coupon, if you clipped it, or if you had the coupon in your app. And George didn't know how to put the coupon in his app, and so they charged me $4.99 for the strawberries. So I think we're gonna, a pound of strawberries, $4.99. I think we're gonna pop in there, and because now he has the coupon in his phone, and see if we can get the difference, because it's like $3.20, right? And then also we have $4 in savings that we should be getting off the bill. And they said, well, like, you have to hit that redeem button like a couple hours before you do your shopping. Like, you can't do your shopping, then hit redeem and then go through the line. I don't understand that. Makes no sense to me. It's like, so we have a $4 savings. I've texted a few people. I'm going to continue to text a few people. If I have your number, watch for text from me. You don't have to text back. And if you don't have unlimited text, let me know that. Because if you have like a pay by the month or something and you have limited text, I don't want to cut into your limited text. Let me know, okay? But texts are like right there, you know. My subscriber count is so weird. I was at like 898, now I'm at 895. It's just like this bouncing around. I only have 1,400 watch hours, and you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. So it's like, there's no way under the sun I'm going to get 4,000 watch hours. If you do shorts, which I think I've only done one short ever. If you do shorts, you need 10,000 watch hours in shorts, because it's a lot of people, like, I watch a lot of shorts. I'll go to shorts now before I'll go to even like full-length videos, right? But if you go over to TikTok and you get in the creator content club, and there's a lot of rules. I was reading a little bit today. I have a TikTok. I've only done one, like I did like my profile one, and then I did one basically saying I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I only have like a handful of followers because I've only done one. I've been on TikTok forever and I just watch, but I don't really do anything with it because I don't really know how, but I just need to, I need to research like how to do like a 1 minute. I know you have to do a 1 minute TikTok and you have to have so many people and subscribers, and you have to be unique and this and that. You have to, but I'm trying to find things that I can do to add to our income here, because, you know, things are getting a little difficult, and there's no way we're going to be able to do any kind of like like vacation kind of thing, which I'm just a part of the whole society that cannot do that. Like, I totally get it. So don't come at me. Don't come at me saying, I can't do anything either, poet. I get you. I hear you. I know what it's like. Like, I know what it's like. I do. I hear you. A lot of us are not going to be doing a whole lot of anything this summer except for sitting out in our backyard with an iced coffee and then watching TV and making popcorn at home. I get that. So if we get anywhere, it would be like it's like 2 hours away, but there's a waterfall that he would like. I've walked it twice, like a long time ago. He would like to go up there and walk that and get some pictures so that he has some painting ideas. And then there's an amusement park that's not that far from us, and you don't have to pay to go in. You can just go in and walk around, and if you want to go on a ride, then you buy tickets, maybe something like that, and just go on the Ferris wheel, and and maybe, I don't see how though. I would love to go down to the ocean for like 2 nights, just one time this summer. And I know I'm sounding greedy, right? I'm sounding it. I don't mean to sound greedy, but I would love 2 days. Take the Corolla, go to the beach, have our honeymoon that we didn't get. We didn't have a honeymoon. And just, but when you're looking at the rates, and then you're looking at a tank of gas, and then you're looking at another tank of gas because you'll need to fill up when you get back, right? And then you're looking at the groceries. Even if you pack, right, your food and take it, with the cost of food now, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. He's got like a discount thing because before he was with me, let's talk. I told him, I think you married down when you married me. He got divorced. He was divorced. I didn't know him. I had nothing to do with it. Okay. He was divorced more than a year before he met me. So I had no parts in it. But it was a long, drawn-out thing, from what I'm hearing from a lot of people. And it just went on forever. But he lived a different lifestyle. Everything in his life was different for a lot of reasons. And so that wife and him traveled a lot in the beginning of their marriage. Like all kinds of wonderful, amazing places. And so he racked up all these travel discount points and things. And now, because I'm wife number, and I've been married a bunch of times too. And I have no money to speak of. So we have to live, we're living with, we're on a beer budget, not a champagne budget. He never heard that before. Have you guys heard that? The beer budget versus the champagne budget. And what was the other thing I said to him one day? And he said, I never heard that. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. Did you guys say that when you were kids? I just remember my brothers saying that. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. And what was the other one? There's one other one that, we always said, and he was like, I never heard that. Anyway, so I don't have a passport. It would be like $300 for me to get a passport. And then I had legally changed my name. I gotta watch my time because I have all these clips. I legally changed my entire name from my birth name to the name I picked back in whatever, 15 years ago or something. Because I ended up with like 3 different dads till it was all figured out who my dad was. And so I have, like, to get a passport, I have like my original papers, then I have my court papers, and then I have like, you know, a divorce paper and a marriage paper, and like, it would be crazy to try to get a passport. And with everything, with the way the world is right now, I'm scared to death to almost go out of the area. Because weird things are happening in the world. So I know all this sounds like, oh my God, poet, please, like, Lordy, you got a nice husband, you've got a house, you've got a real pretty deck, you just got a car. Oh my God, stop your complaining. I hear you. And believe me, I've lived that in my head. But there's this one part of me that would love to go to Turks and Caicos or Bali. Bali's got a lot of mosquitoes, I think, and a lot of rain. However, Turks and Caicos is where all the nurses went. When I was working with all the nurses in the ICU, everybody ended up going to Turks and Caicos, and they'd come back all tan and all good and happy. I'm like, can we go to Turks and Caicos? That's not going to happen. However, we have the deck, got the coffee. Maybe we'll get down to the beach for 2 days. I don't know. I would like, seriously, I would like to see the roof done, the new heater and the new AC unit before the next heating season, like by the end of the summer. Like, that's what I would like to see. I would like to know that the 3 important things are done, because all 3 are 30 years old, all 3 things. So I would like to see that all get done so that we can breathe our way into, let's say at some point we decide we want to put the townhouse up for sale. We can say brand new roof, brand new heater, brand new air conditioning, new paint, new flooring, appliances are only a couple years old, like windows are in great shape, and you know, whatever. I don't know what would be next, but most likely we'll be here until the end. And that's that, you know. So tomorrow, today's what, the 15th? Today's my dad's birthday. Tomorrow, the 16th, we're going to meet my old friend who just had a birthday. We're going to meet him for lunch. And he said, he's 83. He said, we can go Dutch because I know you've got a lot of bills. We're going to meet for lunch. I want to celebrate his birthday. And tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. She turns 34. So if you have a birthday, throw it down in the comments. Is anybody feeling any kind of way about the Go Be Kind book? Are you feeling any kind of way? I know my videos are long. I should go over to TikTok and like start cranking out TikToks a minute at a time, like about everything. Being a widow, anxiety. Anxiety's a big thing. Because it's hard to explain it, but a lot of people get it. Because the people that have it, they get it, like they know. And then being a widow and being a full-time caregiver and like working in the hospital, like there's a million things. A million things. I am positive, I read to you guys about Mrs. Mann, right, in the book. And I said, I'll be your Mrs. Mann if you don't have a Mrs. Mann. So like, I'm going to skip that because I'm sure I already read that to you. And I want to see how long is this? How much can you guys put up with me? It's already 26 minutes. This is going to be like 35 minutes. But if you don't have anything to do and you're making supper or you're just having a sandwich and you're just sitting there, maybe you'll stay with me. And if you know somebody who isn't subscribed to me, if you'd ask them to subscribe and watch, I'll work on some shorts too. I'll have to do a YouTube video and watch on exactly how to do a short, because I'm not really sure, but I think shorts would work. And I'm going to learn about TikTok and go over there and do stuff over there. No matter where you go, what avenue of social media you're in, there's kindness and then there's not, but anyway, you want to do adventure 3 since it's already 27 minutes? When you're just walking down the street and then a complete stranger stops you and says, you know what, you look really happy right now and you just made my day. What? That hasn't happened to you? Well, it's time to change that, because you're about to start a wave of kindness. Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? When a single butterfly flaps their wings on one side of the world, they can cause a storm on the other. You can be that butterfly right now, today. And he's showing you a butterfly. Okay. So on to adventure 3, day 3, and you're already changing the world? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I told you that might happen, because in order to change the world, all you have to do is change one life. Yep, just one. Just one. And the most beautiful way to change one life is go be kind. Let's do it. Today you're hitting the streets or the office park or the mall or your school or the grocery store or wherever else you can go where you're going to see people. Now I was reading this and I'm like, I'm not talking to anybody. And then you're going to compliment them. Oh, that's easy, Leon. Nice shoes, and then walk away. This is like somebody saying like, oh, that's easy. Just say nice shoes and walk away. Stop right there, he says. This isn't about complimenting what people are wearing. It's about complimenting who they are. And because kindness isn't always easy, we're throwing in an extra special supercalifragilistic twist. We're going to make this a scavenger hunt. You're going to find someone who looks lonely, who doesn't look like you, who looks sad or angry, who just did something nice for someone else. And you aren't going to compliment their shoes. Oh no, you're going to make their day. So this person is holding the umbrella for another person. Excited yet? You should be. Maybe you could say, I love your laugh. You just put a smile on my face. That was really nice what you just did. Or if nothing else, I love your shoes. But they have to be really good shoes. And then let them know you just made my day. The smallest gesture of kindness can have a massive impact. Because once you start flapping your wings and they start flapping their wings, that connection can be felt across the globe. Because if one butterfly can make a storm, a group of butterflies can start a revolution. We remind the world that kindness is more than an act. It's the language of how we connect. And by the time you're finished Venture 3, you'll have changed the world. I wasn't lying. You did it. By changing one life, we changed the world. And today I changed the world. I mean, that's some crazy stuff, but I felt it happening. Okay, that one I've done in the fact that when I saw someone hold the door at the mall for someone else, I said thank you to them for doing that. And anytime I'm on the phone with like a customer service person, which is really hard for me to be anyway, like on the phone, I always say to them, I appreciate you. I never say I appreciate that, like what they did, but I say I appreciate you. I let them know I appreciate them. And the other day, I was in Dollar Zone, and that store was so well stocked, so clean, so neat. And the girl that was at the register, and I think I told you guys this, she was working the register again, and I told her, I said, you guys got Dollar Tree just beat hands down. Like the store is so clean, so well stocked, so neat. Like it's amazing. Like you do a great job. So there was I didn't know her. I don't know her name. She didn't have a name tag on. Total stranger to me, basically. And she just lit up, the butterfly effect. She just lit up. And she said, "Thank you so much for saying that. Like, we really appreciate that." And the manager was right behind her on another register, so he heard the same thing. So it was kind of like, a dual butterfly effect. So I did do that, actually, Adventure 3, a couple times. But I would like to go like one step further. But for me, it's really, really hard. But I'm getting there. So I'm going to put all these together. It's going to be long. And I don't know what my name is over on TikTok, but I'll let you know in the next video. And I'm on Instagram too now. I think I'm on over there as Poet and George on Instagram, but it's private, so you have to ask. If you're on Instagram, if you ask for me for acceptance, I'll bring you in. I think there's only 2 pictures on there. But yeah, I got to get working at something that's going to change the world here a little bit, because we have big things to accomplish. So if you could subscribe, thank you. I'm not going to hit 4,000 watch hours. That's just a lot of watch hours. And I don't even have 1,500 watch hours. So I had a dream, in my head about YouTube and getting to that point, but that's not happening. And I'm realistic with that. I see people that have over 2,000 subscribers, and they have like 24 views. And I'm thinking, like, how do you have 2,000 subscribers and only 24 views? So it's like if you have 850 subscribers and you've got 400 or 500 views, that kind of makes more sense than more than 2,000 subscribers and 24 views. So, but anyway, I'm very realistic in the whole YouTube thing. And so I'm still gonna be here. Of course I'm gonna be here, but I'm also gonna try to branch out and figure out TikTok and pop on over there and see if I can't move things, because I love to talk, which you guys have figured out. It's my safe place. And if I can get some TikToks going good, well, I've got to find all the rules. Then maybe I can do something over there, But anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Tell me what's happening in your life. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, the awful. Have you had anything recently happen that like you didn't expect and there went $200, What's the best place to shop for groceries right now? Does anybody still coupon? Let me know if you still coupon. And where do you even find coupons these days is another thing. I think there's some coupon queens like on TikTok, so maybe I can get some pointers there. There are people that have these stock rooms, stockpiles of stuff. I have to learn all this stuff, but I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Namaste.